In the village of Eke, there once lived a young woman named Nneka, and people said the gods spent extra time creating her. She was tall, with skin smooth and bright like fresh honey. Her eyes were deep and shining, her smile soft enough to calm quarrels. Her waist curved like a gentle river, and her figure took the shape of the number 8, full, balanced, and graceful. When Nneka walked, her steps were steady and slow, like the sway of a royal dancer. Her bosom stood firm like calabashes on a shelf, and her backside moved with a rhythm that could stop conversations mid-sentence. She was indeed a beauty to behold. Men could not help but stare. Even women paused to admire her beauty, some in wonder, others in jealousy. Mothers prayed for their sons to marry her, and fathers wished that their daughters could look like her. In fact, suitors came from far and near, from Nwei, Aba, and even beyond the river, bringing gifts of palm wine, goats, and beads. But Nneka turned them all away. She said, "I'm too beautiful to marry just anyone. I will marry a man whose presence commands the earth to listen." Her parents grew worried. They told her, "Beauty is like a ripe fruit. It does not stay fresh forever." But Nneka would not listen. She only laughed, for she believed her beauty would never fade. One market day, while buying spices, her eyes met those of Okafor, a handsome trader with strong arms and a voice as deep as the talking drum. Something inside Nneka stirred. She had never felt that way before. "Who is he?" she asked her friend Adeze. Adeze smiled and whispered, "That is Okafor, the one engaged to Amara. Their marriage rites are almost complete." Nneka's face hardened slightly when she heard the word marriage rites, but then she softened again. "So he is not yet totally married to her?" she asked. "No," Adeze replied, "but soon." Nneka looked again at the man who was laughing with other traders, and she said quietly, "If the gods meant him for me, no woman can keep him, not even marriage rites." From that day, she began her gentle pursuit. When Okafor came to the market, Nneka was always nearby, smiling sweetly, helping him count his goods, teasing him with laughter. She wore her finest wrappers, her beads gleaming against her smooth skin. Slowly, Okafor began to drift away from Amara. He forgot the promises he made to Amara. He forgot the palm wine he was supposed to take to her family. Before long, he was visiting Nneka's compound, bringing gifts of fish and groundnuts, calling her my moonlight. He was so happy that Nneka, the village's most beautiful girl, was interested in him. Amara, heartbroken, confronted Nneka. "Why are you taking my man?" she cried. But Nneka only smiled and said, "If he left you, perhaps your hands were too weak to hold him. I did not take your man. He is the one chasing after me. Perhaps you should go and ask him rather than embarrassing me here in the public." A few months later, Okafor broke off his engagement with Amara and married Nneka instead. Their wedding was the grandest in the land. The drummers played from morning till night, and the villagers could only murmur and gossip with Nneka's name. 1 year passed, and the sweetness began to fade. Nneka was already pregnant with their first child, but Okafor had totally changed towards her. Okafor started staying out late. Nneka noticed he laughed too freely when other women spoke. Then one day, she found letters hidden in his bag. They were love letters. Nneka was heartbroken. She confronted her husband Okafor, but every word from her fell on deaf ears. When Nneka saw that her husband Okafor wasn't going to change, she went and confronted one of the women her husband flirts with. But the woman only laughed and said the same words Nneka once used to Amara. "If you think your husband is cheating on you, perhaps your hands were too weak to hold him. I did not take your husband. He is the one chasing after me. Perhaps you should go and ask him, rather than embarrassing me here in the public."
Those words pierced Nneka's heart. From that day, peace left her home. Okafor became distant, sometimes gone for nights. Even when she gave birth to their first child, he still wondered. When her baby was born, she hoped for change, but then another woman appeared, claiming Okafor had fathered her child too. The next day, another woman came with the same claim that Okafor fathered her child. To make things worse, Okafor did not deny any of them. It was then Nneka remembered her mother's words. Beauty is like ripe fruit. It does not stay fresh forever. Her beauty couldn't keep her husband. Giving birth to more children couldn't keep him as well. Her glow had dimmed. Her laughter had turned to tears. The same beauty she once used to win a man had now turned against her. One day, her father, the old hunter, said quietly to her, "The trap you set for another has caught your own foot." Now Nneka lives quietly, caring for her children and wishing she could turn back the hands of time.